Today we're doing some testing with Moore to see how she can counter Mono Light, because I think that's what she was designed to do, and this will be huge for me personally because I have such a tough time with them. So we see a defense spirit buff for King Mont, and she goes first to apply that to him, and then he goes forward and applies his 15% all resistances buff to be as bulky as possible. Now this is really good because I don't have Jeume, I don't have her TMR, so for Moore to provide that defense and spirit instead to King Mont is really great. And she also gets her re-raise and accuracy buff. That's a huge disable just to start off the match. We are built for accuracy. We do have the Typhoon VC, which gives King Mont some accuracy. He has accuracy on a passive. Varouche is very accurate. And of course, Moore is accurate. So that's a really good start right there. Like that's quite a good start. And we get shot at, but you can even see that Moore is pretty tanky herself. When you have 20 defense and spirit, like if you can take 2 hits to die and then you're healing 1800 with your regen, then you're in really good shape. Plus she still has the re-raise on, so we're in really good standing here. We're gonna finish off this Jayden, no problem at all. Varouche actually will use his movement up on this map, which is really useful, and just like that we've already gotten 3 stars. I need to apologize because I forgot to turn on ability effects. I left it at 2 times speed, and I left the guild battle music on, so you don't even get to enjoy some cool custom music. But either way, this is a sustained team with Englebert, so a little bit different of an angle here. They still have the evasion with Elena, but no Jayden this time, so that could be good or bad depending on what you're bringing to the table. With this team, I'm hopefully able to take on both types of teams, so we'll see if that's what happens here. Same opening as before. Varouche is getting his barrier, he's getting his spirit up from his sword song. He doesn't need, in this matchup, he doesn't actually need Moore's good health barrier or buff, so we've got our all elemental attack. Varouche is set up to then cast his movement, which is absolutely huge, so now he's going to be very mobile. His range is pretty good too. And Yuna with an LB, we're fine. Look at that, there's Moore taking 2 hits, and we've got a berserk. Look how fast, or sorry, how far he goes. Reaction rate down, no Aeon Bond happening now. And we can follow that up with a big poison on Englebert there. He's berserked anyway. And Mont doing his job tanking. There's no way he survives this long without both of those buffs on him. So he's showing that he can actually handle some pretty good damage here. So if we get a hit, we got a miss, but we can still finish off. We're going to end up having this situation where, you know, we go into the next fight with 2 units instead of 3. It's not ideal, but it's still fine. And the fact that the re-raise on Moore has 2 casts is she can just do the same thing next fight. She's going to heal up with regen all the way to full. There's a 100% hit attack from Varouche, and we're good to go. I wish I had actually done a second fight in this video, because then I could have shown how potent Moore's regen actually is, because she can heal very quickly at the start of a fight all the way to full health, and because she has that second cast of re-raise, then she's basically as effective as she was in the first fight. So while these are just all first fights, she's really good in the second fight, and I've definitely been getting more 6-star days now that I have her on my team, now that I can build King Mont up with lots of defense and spirit. So there's our Mercy's Grace, and this time we're against another Elena and Jayden team. They've got Yuna, and we're hoping that we can get another big disable here, maybe another big hit. But there's the accuracy buff. Oh, Yuna, coming on over. Okay, we missed this time. It's a little bit different. We're going to take some chaining damage because Elena's going to actually get to hit. And we survive with Moore. That's pretty good. Varouche is going to cast his move up. Soul Sedation does not put Elena to sleep. And this is going to be tricky because Moore actually dies early on in this fight. But we have the re-raise. And they're looking really good. So we're actually in pretty good, or pretty bad shape there. We're lucky there was no AoE. Oh yeah, and just Varouche going all the way to the back line there, going for Jayden. He still has his barrier on too. It's an HP barrier. Bad luck with the magic reflex. But you have to account for that. You can't just pretend it's not going to happen. And now it's a 3v1. So you might think we're in rough shape. I think that Varouche is going to be able to hold on for a little while. He's quite strong in this team for sure. Okay, we're so fast, we actually get in there and Yuna's done too. But we don't have our barrier anymore, so I think that's probably the end of our rope. Yeah, okay, we didn't get it. So still 2 stars. I mean, that's not bad. There was a magic reflex involved. That would have saved Varouche 1 turn, and he would have maybe been able to kill Elena there. All right, we're gonna do one more fight, and this time we're taking on a mono win team. And this is totally random and not really the team that I would target at all, but I thought, okay, well, let's go see how Moore looks on an opposing team in a full mono win setup, because this might be interesting to some people that wanna see how it's set up. And the fact that they have WLuartha is very terrifying, because she can really shred tanks or just any unit in general. But we should be able to kill her pretty easily as well. So we'll see who can get the first hit, even though she's got that huge range on her spear. And the same plan that we had last battle. So there's a not that big a hit, on King Mont. So this weird pathing though, Varouche comes all the way over. That's new. That doesn't happen against Elena because she gets out fast. And oh, good thing we silenced Moore. That's great. She won't be able to say a thing. There we go. Or more, sorry, Jeume. And there you go. Okay, yeah, King Mont could not take more than a few hits there. And it kind of showing you that, you know, we're set up against a very particular team. If you saw my Esper and all my stuff in the corner there, you can see that we're definitely set up to fight Mono Light. We're not set up to fight Mono Wind. Although King Mont has Mask of Deceit, which gives him 10% wind resistance, and then the 20% missile, 5 and 8 hate. So it actually does help him tank wind teams, but overall it's not going to, you know, win this matchup for us because he's not ready to take piercing damage. Look at that. I mean, Varouche is almost going to be able to do this by himself, but the re-raise means that this will sadly be another 2 stars for us. All right, so that's the team. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below if you thought that was a good formation. I mean, I'm doing pretty well with it, so I'm very happy with it. I've also seen some other cool teams built with more, of course, mono wind, but even some fun teams. Like I saw a Jeume Moore and Kane team that my guildmate was running, and he was actually 6-starring with that in practice against some of our toughest defenses. So there's tons of different ways to put together Moore, and I think that she's basically as advertised. She's really good against Mono Light, and she's good against a lot of units, so very happy with pulling for her. Next up is going to be the Satya arena video. We're going to be doing that live and then doing some testing. Maybe some of that will make it into a video. Otherwise, you can check out the live stream tomorrow night. That's Wednesday night around 7:30 PST. All right, we'll see you all in the next video.